Hey guys, I'm going to share with you Theodore Roosevelt's secret to confidence in conversations. I have a quote from him right here on my laptop to the left, and it was something I was thinking about this morning because me and my friends went out to the bar last night, and I got a couple friends. Actually, our group, we were just out talking to people, specifically ladies, but we were just out talking to people. And we are at various stages in our social skills. Some of the group members are not very good yet, not very confident yet, and others are more advanced. Okay? So others are more advanced, and I think Theodore Roosevelt here has the answer to why that is, why some people feel more confident and are more comfortable, hey, going up to a stranger and just say, hey, how's your night going? Or saying something funny to somebody. Why do people feel that way? Why do some people feel more confident? And why do some people not feel as confident? So it is, surprise, surprise, Theodore Roosevelt's quote about striving valiantly. It is not the critic who counts. I'm going to read the entire quote for you guys here, and then I'm going to explain what I'm talking about with this, okay? It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. But who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. All right? Here's the thing. You can sit on YouTube and watch as much videos as possible, and while I think that's super important, I think you need to understand where you're going wrong. The only way to get better in life at conversations is to actually go out and do it, and to fail, to make an effort and say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and have a shortcoming. Maybe you try to talk to a female and she just says, oh, you give me the ick, or whatever it is, okay? Well, then you can think about, wow, what can I do? Or you go talk to some ladies and they don't want to talk to you, and somebody else at the bar just laughs, I saw you got rejected. You can laugh about it, okay? Because you were the one that actually went and talked to somebody, and you actually put yourself on the line, okay? Let's look at the imagery that he's talking about here. Whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. While that's literally not the case when you're maybe just learning social skills, it paints a picture that it is not a fun process. It is not a clean, pretty process to mold and reform yourself, okay? We have fears. We have a lack of knowledge. We have a lot of maybe personal hang-ups that need to get rooted out by doing something. Okay, just with making YouTube videos, I'm not perfect, I'm not amazing, and I'm very strong on not editing my videos because I want you guys to learn attention spans. But we got to go out, we got to make mistakes, say the wrong thing, and get better every single day, consistently. And here's the thing. If you did not succeed, if you went out for a year and you wanted to develop some social skills to improve your relationships, If you try, let's just say 5 conversations a week, one a day or 5 conversations a week, whatever you want to do, if you just started by doing that, do you think in a year, even if you didn't get any better, don't you think you'd feel better about yourself? Like, well, you know what? At least I'm comfortable doing it. At the very least, even if you didn't develop any skills, even if you didn't get any better at conversation, the one thing that you got was, wow, I can actually at least, I'm okay failing. And so that is growth anyways. That's the way I'm thinking about this. But I just want to encourage you guys, yes, it's important to learn. Yes, it's important to tweak and correct and to take feedback from what other people are saying. But the reality is the credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again. It sounds like this guy, this Theodore Roosevelt guy, I don't know if you've ever heard of him before. I sure haven't. But it sounds like he is speaking from personal experience. I don't know, maybe he accomplished something great in life. I have no idea. But check that out. That quote is from 1910. And it still applies today. Okay? So go out there, make mistakes, embarrass yourself. But then, once you do that, once you come home, I want you to think about the interactions you had. And don't wish you changed anything. But just think about, what could I have said differently or better? What could I have tweaked? What variable? I just got to tweak one of the variables. I just got to adjust one of the variables in order to increase my social skills. Maybe I asked too many questions and it was more like an interview and it was less fun. Maybe I was not making eye contact. What are the things that I can do to improve? Where did I see that I could go wrong? Okay? It's not the critic who counts, because there's going to be people that are going to laugh at you and say, hey, you suck, but and laugh at you, hey, the man, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. Okay, there's going to be critics out there, but you need to be your own self. You need to critique yourself without being your critic. I don't want you to say, oh man, I could have done this better or that from a critic standpoint. Oh, you really messed up there. I don't want you to say that. I want you to say, man, that conversation didn't go 100% the way I wanted it to. I wonder what I could have done better. That conversation, I didn't really like the way that conversation went. Was there anything that I can change? Without thinking negatively of yourself, all right? That is my talk today. Have a wonderful day, guys. Go out, talk to somebody. Make a change in your life. Get out in the action. Get off the screen and get into the action, guys. Have a wonderful day. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos that could impact your life positively. And if you found this video to be inspiring or educational, or something that maybe you and a friend were talking about, like, oh, hey, I was just talking about this with you, feel free and send this video to that friend. It's a great way to connect with other human beings by sending them videos that we like. All right? Now have a wonderful day, guys. Hit that subscribe button too.